So yeah, welcome back to the channel. Week 14 of marathon training done, and yeah, more positive vibes at the minute, so hopefully all the injury niggles are now behind me. Week 14 was a much more productive and much more positive week. Let's dive straight into the recap, cover week 14 of marathon training and see what I got up to. So yeah, if you watched the injury update vlog or my week 13 recap, you'll know that for the last week or two, pretty much 2 weeks previous to week 14, that I was struggling with a injury. Firstly, a kind of potentially metatarsal issue in the foot, and then probably a Achilles tendonitis issue, but hopefully both of those are behind me now. So yeah, Monday evening, whilst I was filming the week 13 recap, I got up for a nice easy long run. The plan was to run close to half marathon distance to see how the leg held up, the foot and the Achilles, and yeah, managed to do okay. So yeah, total mileage on Monday evening was just over 19k, just under 12 miles, and yeah, nice easy pace. So average pace for the workout 5:11 per k or 8:20 per mile. So again, very tentative that evening. Just the Friday before, the Achilles had flared, and then the Sunday, the day before, I managed to get it for a very easy run, short run. So yeah, wanted to test it out. Yeah, I was happy that I got the mileage done without it reoccurring. But yeah, very tentative pace, heart rate data on screen as well. So I was carrying a bit of a niggle because heart rate was slightly elevated. But yeah, happy to get the mileage done, and the plan was to get another tempo effort done on Thursday in preparation for the half marathon pacing at the weekend. So yeah, I continued to rest and ice the Achilles to try and keep the inflammation down. But yeah, Tuesday just got a stretching and foam rolling session done, so a bit more recovery. I say flushing the legs, loosening the calves, etc., to take the load off the Achilles. Yeah, but no yoga again, to not kind of re-stretch and re-aggravate the Achilles itself. And then Wednesday was a complete rest day. Again, give the legs a chance to recover. Again, I had 2 lower mileage weeks, so I didn't want to get too ahead of myself and again push too hard too soon. And then the plan was Thursday, get out for a tempo run, test to see if I could actually run the half marathon at the desired pace without the Achilles re-flaring again. So yeah, Thursday the plan was to run, like I said, a tempo effort, just to kind of make a decision for Sunday. Hopefully the injury didn't reoccur, and if I was able to run the required pace, I would have been all good to go for Sunday for pacing the Heaton Park half marathon. And yeah, on Thursday a decision was made, and the decision was to drop out of the pacing duties. Yeah, because during the workout, although the tempos were bang on where I wanted to be, the effort level was far too high for what I would have liked. So yeah, ran 18k total for the workout, just over 11 miles, but that included a kind of 2k warm up to make sure I was nice and warm this time, rather than again going out cold and overstretching the Achilles, and also a 3k cool down. So yeah, I only actually did a 13k of tempo, and yeah, like I said, the effort was way too high. The heart rate I think peaked after the second hill at close to 5k effort pace, kind of sub threshold. So like I say, maximal, almost not far off maximal effort, which again isn't conducive to being able to run a steezy-ish half marathon on a similar hilly route. So yeah, I did the sensible option and decided to drop out and not to, I say, jeopardise anyone else's race effort when they put a lot of effort into their races. So yeah, for the 13k of tempo effort, the goal was around the 4:40 per k, 7:30 per mile. So I was pretty much on that throughout, and like I said, I didn't feel too bad. First couple of k felt okay, but yeah, as I progressed into that, say, 12th, 13th k, past the 10k mark of the tempo effort, and when I took that second hill, Basically just, yeah, the heart rate skyrocketed and struggled to come back down. That just shows I've lost quite a bit of fitness over these last 2 weeks, which is probably to be expected with such low amounts of running and the impact the kind of injury niggles I've had. But yeah, overall average pace for the workout was 450 per k or 747 per mile for the 18k. So again, I was behind total goal pace, obviously with the warm up and cool down, but that still felt like an absolute effort. So I dropped out of the pacing duty. Friday on the back of that, you got a complete rest day. Again, rested up, iced the Achilles, wore compression socks to try and get the kind of, again, promote better blood flow through the areas of concern. And then on to Saturday, again did a full recovery session, yoga, stretching, foam rolling to help the legs recover, ready for what was to be a big Sunday. Even though I wasn't pacing, I took the opportunity and the extra time available to get a double run done. So yeah, I was gutted to have to drop out, but again, had to make again a sensible call. Didn't want to let the ego take over and go there and fly close to the wind and push myself and end up doing a max effort, pacing effort, and hope I managed to hit the time required. That wasn't a professional thing to do, so yeah, took the sensible option. But yeah, I had the whole of Sunday free then, so decided to make it into a beneficial training week and do a double run day. So in the morning, wanted to get a bit of an anaerobic or threshold workout in, but again, not too much too soon and re-aggravate the injury. It's already cost me, let's say, 2 weeks nearly, combined, the two injuries or the two niggles. So I didn't want to re-aggravate anything now, this close to the marathon now. But yeah, I wanted to get some kind of workout in there to try and again develop some fitness back. So yeah, I did a 2 minute on, 2 minute off workout. Just about right, I think, in terms of an effort, a sustained effort. I didn't want to do anything more than that in terms of K efforts or 2K efforts. I felt that might have been a bit optimistic and a bit too much strain. So yeah, 2 minutes on, 2 minutes off. Full workout was just over 12.5k, just under 8 miles, 445 per k average or 738 per mile for the whole workout. But for the 2 minutes reps themselves, I managed to average 415 per k or 650 per mile. I did a nice 10-minute warm up, again just to get the body nice and warm. I think that's in hindsight that aggravated the injury, not doing a proper warm up on that Friday evening workout. So yeah, 40 minutes of work and then it's that 10-minute cool down. So yeah, pretty happy with the workout overall. And then yeah, Sunday evening wanted to get a second run in, a second workout done. I like to say, put together a decent week 14 after 2 very disappointing weeks. I'll be able to get out for a steezy long-ish run. Yeah, this week's all been about balancing my goals and expectations. Obviously, on the back of those 2 weeks of reduced running, I'm obviously now noticing that I've got all reduced fitness. My easy pace is now becoming my steezy pace. And yeah, I want to try and get back to where I was as quick as possible, but I've got to temper those expectations. So yeah, Sunday evening, I got out and did an 18k longish run, just over 11 miles, 506 per k average or 812 per mile. Didn't feel too bad. I'm happy that it wasn't horrendously bad, especially that steezy-ish pace. But obviously on the back of the morning workout, I like to get quite heavy towards the end. But yeah, that wrapped up a solid-ish week. Pretty happy with week 14, especially on the back of weeks 12 and 13. Yeah, so run done. Week 15 has already begun. But yeah, in terms of totals for week 14, 68.5k or 42.3 miles. So yeah, happy I'm back up to that kind of distance again, that kind of mileage. Yeah, weeks 12 and 13 were planned to be my highest mileage weeks. But again, circumstances dictated that they ended up being my lowest mileage weeks. So I'm going to have to just kind of recover in terms of recover the lost training. But again, I can't add it back on. There's only so much I can do. So yeah, but happy that I'm back to one of a decent level for week 14. And your elevation gain for last week, 386 meters, again conversion on screen for feet. So yeah, decent amount of hills. Again, that was part of the Monday and Thursday running, where I deliberately found some hills to try and match the course for Easton Park. But I think in the end it was a sensible decision. I've got a solid week of training done for week 14 of marathon training, and I didn't re-aggravate the injury, which is the kind of the most positive news I've got. Yeah, we're now into week 15, so yeah, weeks 15 and 16 are my last 2 weeks of training. Week 17 will be a taper week in the lead up to the race on the Sunday. So yeah, 3 weeks till race day, just less than 3 weeks now. Obviously I'm on Monday evening now, but yeah, 2 more solid weeks of training. This week the plan is to try and ratchet up a little bit more, so get a bit more intensity back into my running, do a bit more threshold, a bit more tempo work, like I said, try and recover some of that lost fitness. And then yeah, week 16 will probably be something in between, so a bit of intensity, but not too much when we're that close to race day. But again, a decent amount of mileage over these next 2 weeks to hopefully try and build that base up a little bit and recover some of that lost stuff. But yeah, like I said, this whole block hasn't been to plan really and to schedule, but again, that's part and parcel of marathon training. It's only my second time round, so the fact I'm at this point, I think I'm still fitter than I was a couple of years ago, so fingers crossed I can put together a decent effort on race day itself. But yeah, we've got 2 weeks to go yet, 2 weeks more to navigate. Let's get through these 2 and then we'll see where we're at. But as always, thank you for watching. All the best with your running and training. Let me know how you're getting on with your training blocks in the comments, and hopefully I'll see you all on the next one.